It's 7 o'clock on day 89 for our rotating living sculptures here in Trafalgar Square. Over 2,000 people have now taken to the plinth, and this portrait of Britain is really taking shape. But are we happy about what it's saying about us? It's Anthony Gormley's One Another. Welcome to SkyArts' exclusive coverage of Anthony Gormley's One Another. We're live in Trafalgar Square, and you can see behind me perhaps the plinth changeover happening. Oh yes, it's just in process. Well, that's going to be Philip Henderson from Nottingham. He's becoming plinth 2123. Apparently he's planning to regale the crowds with a number of stories about the invention of a time machine. So he might be here next week as well. It's been another week of eye-popping performances by the plinthers. Let's take a look at what's coming up in the show. Well, joining me here in the studio to review the week on the plinth is comedian, actor, broadcaster and writer Sandy Toksvig. Hello.
I'm thrilled to be here.
Yes.
I had no idea the fountain was so loud. We'll have to
Everything's
speak up.
Loud here. You'll find cars go by, police cars. I always think that people like you, i.e. people who used to be on Whose Line Is It Ending with me, look at me with a sort of panic in your eye. I think I'm about to ask you to do something in a different style.
Yeah, in the style of a plinther. No,
yes,
it'll be a new thing.
But have you been following this this project? Are you
I have. I was keen. I applied, and sadly didn't get a place on the plinth.
No.
But
it's all very democratically done. You see, you can't even sort of say, "Look, I'm Sandy Toksvig."
Yeah, please.
Don't you know who I am?
No. Well, apparently Boris Johnson didn't get a place either, so I didn't feel too bad.
No, it's not
I've
too
also
bad.
applied for EastEnders, but that hasn't come to anything yet either.
But I know you're part of your many things you've studied in your times have been anthropology. So do you think there's been an anthropological interest in seeing what people have got up to in this particular circumstance?
I don't think it would be any surprise to anybody the exhibitionism that is latent in the British psyche.
Yes.
I don't think anybody would be surprised by that.
And it's emerged from time to time.
I think we've seen quite
we see
a
a little
lot
bit
of
of that in tonight's programme. We don't always have nudity. Actually, I tell you, we do always have nudity, but there's quite a lot tonight. Anyway, over the past week, Sandy Toksvig has been keeping a close eye on the plinth, and she's picked her top 5. So let's take a look at that top 5. We go from 5 upwards, obviously.
Well, this one I like very much. I don't think there's enough amateur spinning in the world. I think she is, as it were, the medieval... Yeah. What's really unpleasant, if you stick with it, as it were, is that he does get... There we are, the full Brazilian.
The full Monty.
Yeah,
there's
that's quite unpleasant as well, isn't it? Yes, the name for that is the man who works in IT, is what that is, in fact.
So why did you pick him?
Exhibitionism, which I quite like. So Suzy Cooper, I like her very much. This is a tribute to the late, great Keith Floyd, hence the bottle of wine, and a tribute as well to the pigeons, because she's making pigeon pie.
Oh, I see, a double whammy there. Well, that's quite sweet, because Keith Floyd died, about a week ago, I suppose, and so she must have thought on her feet, as it were, to say, right, that's a person...
What's very good is, on health and safety grounds, she wasn't allowed to have a cooker up there, but she was allowed a litre of red wine. Yes. Which I think, in terms of health and safety, is probably not the best thing, and not the best way forward.
Was she drunk by the end of it, or just pleasantly
she said
merry?
So.
Yes.
What we like to call in show business tired and emotional.
Tired and emotional.
Yeah, she was.
Pleasantly relaxed. Well, that was 5 down to 2. The number 1 choice...